Hello. Good morning. Hey, Kim. Kim Love Manore is our special guest today. Surprise for you. Just for you.
Hello.
Hi, Kim. So
Hi.
I have a surprise for you. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yay!
Yeah.
I love
So you guys,
it.
so you tease me that I think I'm the only admin in our group that doesn't have color in my hair, and I decided that gray was the color that I had that none of you guys had. So I covered my gray the other day, and I'm a face painter, and I used to color my hair a lot for face painting. So I did this for you.
I love it.
Hi, Joe,
Oh my
Amy,
gosh.
Amanda. Oh my goodness, we already up to 24 viewers on here, Kim.
Hi guys.
They don't know
I'm
what they're in
so
for
glad.
today.
Yes. You
They
guys,
don't
it's so exciting.
they don't know we're a couple
Oh
of
my
crazy.
gosh. You never know what to expect from me, truthfully. Like the girls at the salon, they all are like, did you really just say that? So you never know.
I love it.
You know.
Pamela, thank you. I did this for Kim since her January vision board was to go lime green. And we all realized that I was the only one that didn't have color in my hair. I mean, I have, highlights and stuff, and I have gray. But anyway, so I used my face paint, which is just tag face paint, and I
Hey,
colored my hair because I want to
it
be
works.
like you.
You
I
know,
love it.
green's a good color.
Yeah. I just showed my daughter, and she goes, "Oh my." She goes, "That's really bright." And I go, "I know." We have to have
I
fun
love
like
it.
this. So hey, hi, Helen is on with us and Miss Layla. So
Hi, guys.
if you guys have not met my Tech Talk special guest today, you're in for a huge treat because Kim has quickly become one of my favorite people behind the scenes. Kim Love Manore is her name. It sounds like you're a celebrity already. Little do we know that you're working your way up in the ranks.
I
Kim, how
am.
long have you been a licensed nail tech?
I've been a licensed nail tech for 14 years. It was just 14 years in January, actually. So
Congratulations.
I know.
Yeah.
I started, I went to school when I was 20. Well, actually 19. And just have slowly, worked through. And I worked in the same salon for 12 years, and I just barely switched salons. Just actually 13 years and just barely switched salons this last year. So this has been a whole huge awakening for me because I was stuck in a rut. And so when I moved, it just opened my new refresh, found freedom and love for doing nails. So
Yeah.
this is where everything comes to place now.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. There's already questions coming up, so I was trying to read those and oh my goodness. Um, I I have learned over the years. In the very beginning, I worked in another salon. It was a hair and nail salon, but only there briefly because she was selling her salon and moving on. And so I was forced to kind of do something. And there wasn't a nail only salon in Wyoming yet. And so I had to call state and try to figure out what kind of regulations we needed. And there's a blessing of working in another salon and then going into another one. I think everybody at some point in time needs to work in at least three different salons. Get to know the practices of each one and where your niche can be, and then develop from there. If you only work in your own salon your whole life, you're kind of holding yourself back. So,
You are. I agree. The salon I started at, and I'm glad that I started where I did because, one of the questions that I always see is how do you build a clientele? Okay, number one, I didn't have to worry about it because the salon that I started in was super busy. there already was 8 nail techs in it. Now, with that, sorry, my dogs are being jerks right now. Um, um, they had such an overflow that they were turning anywhere from 15 to 20 people away a day. So when I started, I stepped in, and within 6 months, I had a full clientele. My books were booked for at least a week solid. I didn't have room to bring new people in. So it's hard for me to give that advice to people because I didn't have to go through that. Shut up. Sorry, guys.
The struggle is real, isn't it?
It is real. They have their bone and they're fighting over
Whether we
it
have
underneath my
babies or
feet.
puppies, it's all the same.
They are puppies and they are 6 months old and they're holy terror. So I apologize, ladies. But with that, like, I didn't have the struggle. And if I was slow, I'd sit there, read a book, practice, 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 practice. That's what I did, is practice and everything else. Shut up. I knew this was going to happen.
Louise thinks that you need to show your dogs. Would that make it pretty easy? Can you show us?
Yes. Let me take
into your real world.
These. You kind of can't see them. Can you see them?
Oh,
those are my huge trouble guys.
They
jerks.
look sweet as can be. I don't know why you called to tell them to shut up. They look so quiet and peaceful.
They're not. They literally have been underneath my feet this whole entire time, like chewing at their bone and fighting. So
that's because you're finally home. Like, I know from watching your lives and watching you work very, very long hours. And so just like babies, you're home, they want their mama.
I do. You know, when I get home, and that's the joy of it, is not only do I have, my fiance to come home to, I have my son, I have a 12-year-old boy, but I have 4 dogs, actually. We have 4. We don't have just 2, we have 4. So it is like a rush when I walk in the door because they all like, oh my gosh, you're home after 12 hours, But I do. I work long hours, but you know what? I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change what I do right now and what I am doing. I feel like when you put in the hard work, it comes to you and comes back in tenfold. Not just, I'll go put a couple hours in at the salon and then I wonder if I'm going to have a full day in 2 weeks or this and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you have to put in the time. It's so, so true. This might be a kind of a bad joke, but I've always remembered it when it comes to finding true love, they said. So take your dog and take your fiance and lock them in the trunk for 12 hours. Which one is going to be happy to see you when you open the trunk?
Probably the dogs, because the fiance will be pissed off.
Yeah. So I always laughed about that because I thought you better not ever try that because you're going to find out what true love is with my boot up your butt.
Absolutely.
Louise says that you look too young. You look like you're like 12 years old, and I look like I'm in my 20s. Oh my gosh, I just turned 45.
Then I'm 34.
I'm 20s time 2. So thanks, Louise.
That's a good compliment.
Yeah. So another little fun thing about Kim is that last year, Kim and I teamed up being admin of a group. And we connected, and so did some of the other admin. And as you can tell, we've had to open up our own group called Tech Talk Worldwide. And so I get to be admin in this group with Kim, who brings so much spunk behind the scenes and just like, did you know this? And little fun facts and stuff. So, hey, speaking of fun facts, what's a fun fact about you that like nobody else would know?
Okay, so nobody besides my immediate family and friends from when I was in high school, guys. Like, so 15, 16 years ago, I used to high school rodeo. I traveled the state, all over Utah. I ran barrels and I breakaway roped, which is kind of like calf roping for girls, other than you don't have to jump off the horse and tie the calf. So Like we got an easy break. You know, and I actually qualified every single year for state, and barely missed it going to the Silver State Internationals, down in Nevada while I was doing it. I mean, literally by two places.
Oh
So
my
I
gosh.
worked my butt off, and I think that that truthfully, honestly helped me in my determination and my drive for my business today.
What a great way of doing that because that's a lot of practice behind the scenes, a lot before you go
Oh
to a
yeah,
show. That's a lot of work. Oh
every
my God.
day,
So do you still
every
do that?
day. No, you know, I quit. I quit halfway between my senior year. I had a rough go, and I I couldn't do it anymore, like emotionally. Does that make
Right.
sense? And so I had to quit, and then I had to become an adult really, really fast. So it was instantly like one day I was 17, high school rodeoing, going to school, having fun, to I have to get a job and I have to do things for myself and provide for myself.
Yeah.
So I think the lessons that I learned in that got me to where I could do that and be okay, you know. And I mean, it is a lot of work. It's a lot of dedication, and as well as with like, that's why I say it rolls over into like my career today, because you have to practice continuously. You have to educate yourself continuously. You have to do things that you normally wouldn't do if you want to, you know, make yourself better, and do all these new techniques that are coming out. Like, guys, I'm constantly trying to find new things and educate myself and everything else. So when it comes down to it, determination and drive is your number one that you guys need to find. Because once you find it, you're not going to stop.
Kim, that your words are perfection. Exactly that. And we can use so many scenarios in our life. And adulting, nobody wants to adult, but how much of a fun career do we have that we get to kind of still be us? We can have lime green hair. We can dress how we want to dress. We can showcase our work online. We can be public about anything that we do. It's fun. So in a way, we have to adult to know the process of it, but after you are confident in your work, it's not adulting. It's really a lot of fun.
It's just fun. Like,
Yeah.
adulting to me is having to get up and go to work. But once you're there, I'm like a kid in a candy store. Like, I have a really good luxury with my clients, that 9 times out of 10, they don't tell me what they want.
Mhm.
So I get the fun of, ooh, what do we get to do today on you?
Yes, that's exactly it. Love it. So you mentioned that you're a fiance. So is there
Yes.
is there what day is Wedding Bells coming?
We are not positive, but sometime in June.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Have,
we got engaged last June when we were on our family vacation in Oregon. So we're gonna kind of just get married here, and then we're leaving and going off for a week back to Oregon.
oh my goodness. So like the dress, the whole works?
No,
I
we're
knew
going to
you
the
would have
courthouse. Are you kidding me?
I knew you would have some. Okay. Well, tell us.
We are going to the courthouse. We're getting married, and we're leaving. Like, we're not having any kind of fancy shindig. Like, I did that my first marriage, and great experience. But let me tell you, honeymoons are way much funner than a wedding.
Yes, so true. Oh my goodness. Well, congratulations. So
Thank
here's
you.
so a few years ago, it's kind of a long story how I got to this point, but I ended up signing up on like US Ministries something. Cost me $12 and I can be an officiant. So I can marry people in the state of Wyoming. I don't know
Are
that
you
I
kidding
ever
me?
really could. I'm not brave enough to stand up there. I'd laugh the whole time. But I actually did sign just recently some friends' paperwork where I'm the officiant on their certificate. So I'm
That
like,
is
oh
so crazy.
wow. So funny.
I love it.
So
I love it.
Louise says, I can't stay to watch again at 18R. Just wanted to thank you both. Amy, for doing these Tech Talk lives. You have no idea how much, oh my gosh, that you've helped me in a few short months. I'm currently making flyers. Sorry, I had to add to that.
No, you're good.
I should put my glasses on. This is what happens when you get old. You can't really read. I'm currently making flyers to put myself out there, just as Amy says. And Kim, your work with gel has opened my eyes to what I can do. Thank you both from the bottom of my heart. Wow,
Oh,
I saw the one that I,
stop.
yeah. Beth says, hi all, what did I miss? Beth, we're just goofing off today. We don't really have a rhyme or a reason to what we're doing.
You know.
Kim is admin with me on this group, and it's so much behind the scenes. And I had a cancellation for today, and Kim's like, "I'll go live with you." I was like, "Yes, yes, yes, yes." So I think you're always going to be my little backup plan.
That's okay. I'm all for it. I don't even care.
So fun. So let's see, what else can we pick your brain? You're a rodeo star. You're a nail star. What's next? You're going to be married in June, and I'm going to officiate your wedding. Not really.
Okay.
And
Why
what's
not?
next? In the next
You know,
3 years, where do you see your career?
I want to become an independent educator. I want to be able to teach people my ways of doing things, not necessarily the standard way. I do things sometimes a little bit more out of character for Layla. I'm adopting Layla in September, guys. So she's gonna come stay with me. So she's gonna be my adopted daughter. So you never know what may happen that week. So
Well, you know I'm coming as well, so you're adopting both of us.
yay! So my vision is to teach different techniques on one, painting. Painting can be sometimes so frustrating for people, and what I find is that they can't break down something. So when you look at a picture, you have to be able to start from the back of it and move forward, because when you're painting, it's just a matter of layering things. So that's one thing that I want to help with people, because I know a lot of people struggle with nail art. It must just come really super easy and natural to me, because like my grandma was an artist. My brother is a fantastic, he's if I had his art skills, me and Layla could team up. Let's just say that. Like, that man can draw Disney characters like no other. But, you know, gel techniques too. A lot of people question it, because here in the States, and I don't know if it's different everywhere, but in Utah, our requirement, we are not required to learn gel in any way, shape, or form. We have to learn a sculpted acrylic, a blended tip, a fiberglass wrap, and how to do a manicure and paint with red polish. That's literally it. We don't have anything else.
Yeah.
And so when you step out into the real world of nails, you don't have near as enough of the knowledge that you need in order to further yourself and better yourself. And so that's kind of where I want to go, is to help, newer people, but also like older techs, because sometimes the older techs are like, well, why do you do that? Like, because they took school so far ahead of me that they don't know the different techniques that are there now. And so that's what I want to try and help out with people, is to, proper application of gel, different filing techniques to make your life easier. Any kind of nail art, like I've really been enjoying gel nail art right now. But things like that, that's where I want it to go. So in the next 3 years, I'm hoping to have, a couple classes per year, so that people can come in and, have 2 or 3 day workshops, so that it can be hands-on. And I'm such a hands-on person. Like, I'll be like, no, you got to do this. and show you and then let you finish it.
Yes, yes. I'm a hands-on person too, and I find that even with my own children that I have to step back, and where they learn the most is where I can watch them. So when I do my one-on-one, like I have a one-on-one this afternoon, and we come on live on the screen just like this, and we do it in a private page so it records it for them so that they can go
Right.
back and rewatch it. And I like the split screen because then I'm like, okay, your turn. I want to see how you do it. And sometimes it's the finest little things that you can be like, you're holding your brush straight up and down and not, flat with a nail or something. There's just one thing that you can fine tune that, I can't go through the screen and take over and say, no, you got to do it like this. So teaching, there's a big change in there where you have to watch and you have to troubleshoot, and I love it. It's my favorite part. So I'm excited
Yep.
to watch you go to that next level like that. I know you've already actually put up your first workshop.
I did. It's just a really simple, like beginners flowers nail art course. It is online, so it's same concept. I have a private group. It's already set up and ready to go. So that way, once you pay for your class, I'll put you into that group, and I'm kind of doing like little funny memes or this and that up until the course date. So the course date will start on March 9th.
Yeah.
And so the thing with it is I know a lot of people have said, oh my gosh, you make that look so easy. And it really, truly is easy, but it's a matter of how you're using your brush, what kind of brush you have, and not overloading it. And so that's some of the things that I will go over and teach in this class is, how to use your brush and stroke it in a manner to where you can get those fine lines and the thick to thin, whatever it is, and just going over proper techniques with it that I have that help me. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes. And I could take the same class over and over and over again from the same instructor. And every single time I'm going to pick up on one thing that I'm like, oh, I never broke that habit, or I don't think I tried that, because you get focused on just a couple key points and you learn so much.
Right.
So, hey, Claire said, and so whoops, wrong button. So you and I have both been in this industry for a long time. And so she wants to know, like, what happens when you go through, the lows? How do you get your mojo back? And I have always lots of suggestions, but Miss Kim right here, yeah, go for it.
To get your lows back, honestly, I take a step back from the actual doing nails. I take a step back and I look at, well, is there something in my home life that's not okay? Is there something that I'm not okay with myself as a person? Is there something that I'm doing that's making me unhappy? Because 9 times out of 10, when you look at the outside of your business and you go outside of it and you look at yourself and your daily life outside of the salon or your home or whatever you're doing, wherever you're working, you'll be able to find what it is that's bringing you down, so then you can fix that. And then it's like once it's fixed and that weight's lifted off your shoulders, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go on YouTube for like 10 hours and I'm just going to go and look and try and find ideas so that I can go and practice the next day at the salon.
Yes, yes. But what you just said is seek out something new out of your box and go practice it. And that's exactly what I have done over these years. Or I will order somebody's product and just play around with it. It doesn't always mean that it's better than what I already have, but at least I'm continuing that education. And I get on the websites of their videos. So like YouTube, I'll go watch Greg's videos because or not on the YouTube, because on YouTube they're sharing that as DIYers as well. So they don't give you all the steps. But if you go to their website that's for professional only, then you see all the steps and they gear it more towards the pro. So sometimes what you guys are finding on YouTube is not, I mean, for art it's good, but not for your step by step. And that's where it can be confusing sometimes.
Right.
Yes. And so 26 years I've been doing this. I volunteer that I need to get out of the nail mindset because I'm so focused and I become job obsessed that, and I put in long hours that I actually have to, like what you said, find out what's in your personal life, what's going on and stuff like that. I'll rearrange my entire salon. For some reason, that re-energizes me. It confuses me a little bit sometimes, but it's kind of fun. It puts me in a new mindset in a new area. But I go volunteer somewhere. I put myself out of nails completely. And right now it's
Yep.
all about my daughter's prom. I get
Yep.
to like help decorate prom and it puts me in a different mindset. Well, guess what? I've already found like some of that confetti stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go embed that into some nails. And so it's amazing that no matter what, I can't get out of my head of that. Okay.
And it's funny. I'm going to go back to my, special fact or my unique facts, because a lot of people may not know either, unless you are friends with me on my personal page. My serenity during the summer months, the spring, summer, and fall, is, oh, it's green. You totally are making me have a squirrel moment.
Sorry.
But no, you're good. I love to fish. We are a fishing family. Like, I fly fish, we go sit at the lake. But this is the thing with it too, is if any of you fish and you see little lures, do you know how much inspiration you can get off of one lure? So I can seriously sit and lay out lures while we're sitting there waiting for a fish to bite and go, well, I can do that on a nail, or this and that and that. So having an out to the outside world is probably like the number one best thing that you can do, because if you can't find serenity in your life, and serenity, everybody needs it, whether if it's going and sitting in your car and blaring your favorite song for 10 minutes, something, take yourself out of it
Yeah.
and recenter yourself. And so that's what I do during the summer months, is we go fishing. I get to sit by a lake all day long and just relax. And I don't have to worry about nails because I don't have service on my phone. So I put my phone away and I just have myself. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so I wrote down some questions. So we'll
Okay.
answer some of these questions really fast. How much for your flower class?
It is $50. And the classes starts March 9th, and I'll do 4 days worth of live videos, but then I'll also be there to help throughout the next 30 days. So it will be available online for you to go back and refer to the videos for 30 days, and I will be there to answer any questions and every single thing that you guys need help with. Like, if we need to go live to help troubleshoot something that you can't get, we're right there. So don't think that I'm just going to be, oh, we're just going to go live for 4 days and then I'm going to leave you hanging, because absolutely not. Like, I would rather you guys get it down and get the technique down, because then you guys can go off and you can create your own and have fun with it. So so it's $50, and it goes from March 9th to March 12th through the lives, but then it'll be up for 30 days after that.
Yes. So another question that was on there is that people wanted to know if we do one-on-ones, and then how does it work? And so I've been doing these for about a year online, and I do 2 to 3 a week. And then I also do big workshops. So some of my one-on-ones, like I have one this afternoon, we create this workshop for you. You give me everything you want to learn. I tell you like a time frame. Yes, we can do that in an hour. It takes 2 hours. You want to break that up into 2 sessions. Do it live in a private group, so it's recorded so that you can save it and download it and have it forever. If not, it's available for a month. And if you don't want to download it, and then you can go refer it. And just like so Kim's going to do the same thing. You prepay for the class through like a PayPal or whatnot. You can private message to get the details for that. When the class starts, you get added to a private Facebook page that nobody else is in except for this class. We do lives. We do pre-videoed workshops, and then we do lives again to make sure that, like a week later, you're still doing it and you're still understanding it. And we work through every detail of it. And so I can say that Becky's getting ready to do her first one. You're doing
Yes.
your first one. Layla's going to be doing hers soon. And I hope Karen and Sammy and Jessica and everybody jumps on board as well, because this is a unique way that we can not only build ourselves into the career that we want because we want to be the educators, but how we can help people more one-on-one all around the world is amazing. And it has been the
Right.
most rewarding thing that I've ever done. I love that you guys are doing this. And so, with you having your first class, I know behind the scenes you're excited, like somebody signed up and you were like, oh my God, I have my first person. And so, ride on that feeling. I'm so excited for you. Yeah.
I'm
So
really
what
I'm really super excited just because, you know, it's really funny because at the salon, my nickname is called the educator. Everybody comes to me for everything. Like I've been live like on our page, and we actually have a girl who's colorblind that does nails. So she'll come up to me and I was live and she's like, "What color is this? Can you please help me? Just hand me whatever color I need." Because she can't tell what colors it is. But it's to me, my passion is to help people. I want people to succeed, and I want people to be happy with what they're doing. And you know, I push people sometimes too far out of their comfort zone, but in the end, that push is what they needed.
Yeah.
And so it makes me feel happy. Like my heart just gets big, like every time I've helped somebody. And so that's my main goal is I want to help people. I want to be there for people that need it
Yeah.
or want it. They don't even have to need it. You can want it. Who cares?
Well, and you can see how passionate you are because you've just started doing lives as well, where you're doing, showing tutorials. Like you just showed how to do a reverse pink and white using hard gel. And you make it look so easy, but you talk through every step. This is why I do this. And those are in our group. That's free. These are separate from our workshop. So if you want even more in-depth detail and a little bit more of Kim
Right.
or whatever, that's how you do that. And so, like Julia said, finding a mentor. Sometimes this is what it is. We can find them online. We can find them in our own shop because you're the educator in your shop. So you're kind of the mentor for your shop. I love it. I think what you're doing is amazing. And I can't wait to just continue on this roller coaster ride with you because you're fun. And I know that you're going to go very far with this because you're willing to push yourself out of your box. Oh my God, the
Yeah.
comments are just flying by.
So there's one that I just seen that come up, and it's Cassie Wheatley. She actually works. She sits right in front of me at work. And she's so funny because like I give her so much grief because she feels like she cannot paint. Okay, that girl can paint. She just doesn't have the what's the word? I think it's more so courage because she knows she gets it done, but she doesn't have the courage to start it. And so it's like, come on, you can do this. Do it this way, and you're gonna be good. So, and I've actually worked with her for how long? Well, since she started doing nails. She was at my old salon and she came over with me just a couple months ago.
Oh, fun.
So,
I follow you too.
sometimes I can be hard to handle. I get in my moods where you guys don't see it very often, but if I was to turn my phone on and record me at work on Thursday nights, you guys, it would be like a comedy show. Because I'm singing, I'm dancing, I'm telling jokes, I'm making people laugh. Like that is like what I love about it.
Yes. I can say that's one of the things that I miss about having my full salon. We were exactly like that. We dressed up at Christmas time. We dressed up for every holiday, goofy glasses. The clients came in. We had around the room games, like name games and fun stuff. It was not gossip. It was inspirational when the people came in. And we knew that when they left wholehearted and they left
Right.
like they got this and they can, it's funny that even though their nails could go 3 or 4 weeks, they still scheduled every 2 weeks because they didn't want to miss a thing.
Right.
Yeah. So I think
Right.
you're dared to go live on Thursdays.
You what?
You're being dared to go live on Thursdays and show us.
Oh man, you guys may not. I might do it.
Yes.
I have a late. It'll be late though. It's like 5:30 my time.
We
So
can watch
that's.
replay.
Oh yeah, like it may be interesting. Because Cassie's there with me, and I pick on Cassie a lot.
Well, you just set up the video camera and I'll be a viewer.
Okay, cool.
So Paula says sometimes we need to fake it till we make it and encourage others to cruise along on their beliefs and their abilities until they have their own confidence. Isn't that so true? And even
It
after all
is.
the years, I still get to where, look at all the please. Come on, do it, Kim.
Please, please,
Pressure.
please.
I'm gonna bully and peer pressure you into it. Isn't it so true that we, sometimes we can just wake up with that day and the spirals that you do every single day don't turn out, or a flare doesn't turn out, or the product just doesn't set right. And it's just that day. And it seems like it lasts the whole day. It goes from client to client. And if you run late on one client, the whole day you're running late. And so sometimes we just have those funks. Thank God that's not every day, and we can wake up or that next morning or the change of a client can help inspire us back and be like, what's up with you? You don't have almost, spunk to you. And that alone will be like, I am kind of in a funk. I need this. So hold on, let me go take a shot of espresso and I'll be right back.
When you get in funks at work, I find, because I am a dropper, if I'm in a funk, everything drops out of my hands. It does not matter. Like, I've broken my spray bottle with my alcohol in it. Full on. Boop, and it just broke. And I'm just like, well, that was great because Lord knows I needed that for the next 3 clients. But seriously, in all reality, if you're in a funk at work and you're in the middle of a client, excuse yourself. Honestly, like, they're going to totally understand and just say, hey, I got to take a step outside for a minute. Go outside, count to 10, do some breathing exercises, whatever. Go scream if you need to. Who cares if anybody sees you? You're outside screaming. But that can recompose yourself to go back and you can start fresh. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I usually, because I don't smoke, I don't, so sometimes when I'm having a big funk and I feel like I'm starting to shake, I just feel like I'm not, this is not going to go well. And they can tell, when I get nervous, I get like really red and flush and are you okay? And I'm like, I think I just need a breather. I don't know what's wrong. It's not you, but for some reason, my whole day's just been this way. And so I said the excuse that I need to use the restroom. And I go in there and it's like, you almost like punching the walls or something and you want to scream and you're just like, what is going on? And it's like, you know what? Control yourself. Change your mindset. You do this every day. Do not let this client leave feeling that energy. And right there, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm projecting this to other people. You got to change your mindset. So the inner voice comes out and you just kind of go, okay. And you know what? When I go sit back at that table, I apologize to them and I'm like, I just had to have a talk with my inner self. And they're like, hey, I do it all the time. And from then on, it's fine. Sometimes it just happens.
Well, and we're human. The thing of it is that also helps you connect to that client that's sitting in the chair because they can understand, that point of where you're about to break, you had to take a break and they appreciate it because I learned that the hard way. That was a hard lesson that I learned. And honestly, it was right before I moved salons. And people that have trouble in salons, I'm the first to say, I am like one of the mouthiest people that you'll ever meet. Like, I do not hold back when it comes to anything. And I was having issues at the last salon, and hence that's why I left. I won't go into detail, but after I moved, my clients who have been coming to me for years. Now, I have clients that have been coming to me for 12 to my 14 years. I still have my very first client from nail school that is still coming to me. So, but when I moved, it was the most overwhelming feeling because my clients all said, you're so much happier. And I'm not afraid to come in here and ask you to do something on my nails anymore. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I always did whatever you guys wanted. They said, Kim, you are so ornery and so mean, not towards us, but because of the atmosphere that I had one girl that would come in and say, are you in a good mood or are you in a bad mood? And then that would determine what we would do on her nails. Like, that's how bad it got. So that whole time I would have to take the breaks. And I would have to gather myself up, because when you have negativity around you, you either let it affect you or you let it go and not let it affect you. And that has taught me a good lesson, not to let the negativity around you
Yeah.
control you. And so
Yeah.
you guys, when you're in a salon setting and you have something that's bugging you, it's not directly it's not directly related to you, so don't allow it to be. That is
Yeah.
the one thing that I will say is everybody's human. We all screw up, and it's a matter of how you handle it, not how they handle it.
Yeah. And all these people are agreeing with you 1,000%. I say there's three things that hold you back from either nail art, your career, whatever. One of them is that inner voice, okay, of saying, I don't know that I can do this. I can't. I don't know how. And you know what? With mentors and this groups like this, you can figure out how, and you can change that inner voice to say, I'm going to try and I can. The second thing that can hold you back is your clients. They don't want to try something new. They don't want to. I can't even read the comments right now because they're making me laugh. And so the client can hold you back because they want the same old, but yet you're wanting to move forward. So sometimes you have to tell that client, like, I got this new product and I really want to work with it. Can I at least try it on one nail? You got to try to ease them into it. Just one nail, try something. And maybe don't make them your guinea pig, your first person that you try it on. Wait till you're comfortable with the system and that you want to switch to it. So then therefore that client is no longer the one holding you back. Because I had a client for years. I did her for 17 years and she always wanted pink and white. That's fine. I did the reverse method. Everything was good. Just even changing the pigment color of white was too much for her. So I had to hold this one pink and this one white just for her. So I'm holding one product just for one client. Finally, one day I was like, I'm out. Like, I'm out of that and I don't want to reorder. Please let me try this. Do you know, it was like, trying it. And she loved it. And I thought I should have pushed her a long time ago. So she held me back a little bit. The third thing that can hold you back is your environment. It's where you are working. Sometimes we need to be in a big salon. We think that we want to be on our own, but we're not getting that constant feedback and the constant mentoring from other techs. Sometimes we need the big salon. Sometimes we don't. We need to be on our own. But you don't know till you've been in at least 3 different locations and figured that out. And so don't let
Absolutely.
hold you back. Take control of your career and move forward. And like what you did, that was probably a huge decision for you to make that change. And look how much you're thriving in just this short amount of time.
Right. And it was a huge decision because I'd been so our salon owner at the old salon had 2 salons. I started at her second salon that she started, and then worked for another owner for a year that bought it from her, and then I moved up to the original owner's salon, and I was there for 11 years. So I mean, 11 years in one place, that's a long time.
Yeah.
And when I moved, I literally moved around the corner. It's not even like a half a mile away from the other salon. And just in doing that and getting out of the environment, I knew right then and there, my first week, actually my first client, is that my environment there was holding me back. And I was hating doing nails. Like, I look back and you'll never see pictures. I will never show you guys. So don't ever ask for them. Pictures within the last 5 years. Because I didn't realize what a shit job I was doing because of how horrible and mean I was being and ornery. Like, I look back and I'm going, oh my Lord, you guys love me. You love me as a person, not what I put on your nails, because good Lord.
Oh my gosh, so funny. And honesty. You're being honest, saying, you know what? I didn't realize this was it, and this is the pure
Right.
honesty. And I appreciate that you're sharing that life with all of us.
Well, I still have clients sometimes, like, you don't feel good. We're women. We get hormonal and pissy. Okay? That's just the way it works. And I get people that come in, and I'm like, okay, seriously, why did you leave with your nails looking like that? What the hell's wrong with you? they're like, we knew that you weren't feeling the greatest. And I'm like, that is still no excuse.
Yeah. It is true. Sometimes I have clients come back after, their 4 weeks and I look and I'm like, I don't remember doing these. And then I'm like,
Right.
sometimes I'm like, wow, I was having a good day. Like these look great. And then sometimes I'm like, why did I do that? That's not normal. It's so funny. Menopausal, mental pausal is what Pamela calls it. I love it.
It is so true.
So we've been online for almost an hour and we haven't even talked that you're giving away a giveaway today. We
Oh my
also
gosh,
need
yes,
to
we
answer
are.
some questions about some workshops. And so let's let everybody know that we're doing a giveaway. Kim has a giveaway for you
Yes,
guys.
we do have a giveaway. I am going to give away a spot in my class online. So the
Yay.
fun and joys. Because, guys, just FYI, too, in my class, I have a special treat for you guys, and I have an extra flower that I will be sharing in my class. I have not said anything to anybody about it because I knew we were coming on here and I wanted to tell everybody. There is one flower that I'm going to add to it, as well as the 4 that I have shown you. So, and you're not going to know until that day comes. So you never know. I've been posting little secrets, guys, and little pictures. So if you haven't been watching me, you guys make sure, like, seriously, there's going to be some fun coming on in this class. You never know.
I
But
love it.
so for this giveaway, what we're going to do, we're going to do a duck, duck, goose game, but we're going to do, since Valentine's is coming up, and my maiden name was Love, we're going to do love, love, and then I'm going to put a heart. So you guys comment love, and then I'm going to, oh wait, no, I'm going to comment you, because that will be easier. And whoever, I'm going to screenshot it so you guys make sure. And whoever is right above where I put or you, that's who gets a free spot in my class.
Yay! That's exciting. Okay, so while these loves are coming up and giving everybody a chance to do love before you do a you, how does a class work? From beginning to end, what should they expect and how do they sign up?
So first off, sign up, private message me, and I will send you my PayPal link. And as soon as I get, payment, I will put you onto the private group. I've already got it set up. I've already got it, where the few little pictures are there, and I'm just going to keep adding more and more to it as the weeks come up to the 9th. So the class will start on the 9th. And the first day, I'm going to do 2 things, 2 different videos. One, I'm going to do brush stroke technique because you cannot do it until you learn the techniques on how to use your brushes. So we'll go over what the different kinds of brushes that you need, liner brushes, flat brushes, whatever. And I'll post a picture of what brushes that you're going to need for the class specifically. And then, so I'll do a video on that. And then you guys, I'll have you practice on paper. Paper is the easiest because you can get it down without having to worry about the curve of the nail or whatever it is. So we'll do the paper first, get your brush strokes down, and then we'll move into the first flower. And we'll go over that first flower. And what I want from everybody who's doing it, I want feedback from you guys on, okay, well, this is how I did. So what do I need to do to change it? Or how do I need to do this section? And so we'll go back and forth, and I'll help you achieve the look by take 50 pictures if you need to and send them to me. I don't care. But I want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to have a little one-on-one with me, as well as learn the technique in order to create it. They're really simple. They're not too complicated. There is a lot of work to a couple of them, but not much. So don't be afraid because you can do it. Anybody can do it if they put their mind to it. So it doesn't matter.
Yes.
So
Aw. Oh, so cute. You're getting a lot of loves. So
I can see.
I even put one on there. So I'm excited not only for you to give this giveaway, but to be able to go to that next level of what you're wanting to achieve in your career. And how you explained it is so true. It's even though you're in a small group setting, making it one-on-one and working one-on-one with them, even if it's through nail art, troubleshooting on, common issues or whatnot, it's this to me has been the greatest way of continuing education and ongoing education. I've learned more doing it this way than what I did ever in a class because I never felt like I was truly more one-on-one in a class. And you're in a whole group of a whole bunch of women. At least when we're doing our online workshops, we can view it at our own time when our mindset is calm, the environment is where we can learn. And I've just learned that these online workshops are definitely like the next biggest thing that's happening.
Right.
I've held quite a few of them, and I can say I still private message so many of the people, like, how are you doing today? And they send me pictures all the time. My messenger is lit up every single morning.
Oh, I feel it. I only see like 3 people doing glove. Come on, guys.
Oh, let me get on there.
I'm like, there was a few at the beginning, but there's like the same 3 or 4 that are commenting. Come on, guys. We need more
There
people.
we go. There's some more love for you. What a
I
cool
know.
maiden name to have as love.
Okay, so real fast, I'm going to say this before hey, sorry, guys. Hurry and shut the door. Shut the door. My son just came home. So sorry. Is Ryan out there? Okay, well, I'm live right now on Facebook, so tell them that I'm live and I can't come out. Thank you. Sorry, guys. I didn't know he was coming home right now. But, so real fast, like with my last name. So my mom and my dad did not know what to name me. Like, for reals, did not know what to name me because they couldn't figure it out. So the guys at my dad's work, shut up. The guys at my dad's work called me, or they said, you should name her Lotsa. And he's like, what? And they're like, yeah, lots of love. And I'm like, I would have killed you if you named me that.
I feel bad for you. It'd be fun though. So Anita, if you guys have ever met Anita Hug, the kind of the same thing you always wondered, I'm gonna have to ask you, Anita, because I know that you're watching, how your parents came up with your name because her last name, her maiden name is Hug. So her name is Anita Hug, which is a beautiful name. I love it.
A cool piece. I'm back.
Hi, welcome back.
I tried to screenshot.
Okay. Did it work?
And I didn't get it. It shut my phone down. But when I did it, I did see who it was.
Okay. On your phone is the way you're going to see it. And just know that each time I've done like these little giveaways and stuff on everybody's phone, it shows up a little bit different. So it goes by your phone.
Right. So let me take it off the stand and then we'll retry this again. Okay, guys? I apologize. I think I shut my lock button. So we'll try this again. Is there any other questions that we had real fast
I haven't seen any. However, to answer some of the questions that were on there, they want to know how to sign up for our workshops. And so in this group, what we're doing is we're creating an event for each workshop so that you can click going. It has the description of what's in the workshop and what you're going to get. And then from there, the details of how to sign up are in there. And so you can always go to the events and scroll through and find out what workshops are going to be best for you. Click going, and that puts you in contact with the instructor for that class.
Okay, I got it. I did it.
You're a winner.
And I'll post this in the comments. But Beth Johnson was the last one to comment before I put love.
Oh my gosh.
Hug.
So Beth and I have been talking behind the scenes. She's kind of wanting re-energized in this industry. She's been doing this for a long time. She's in a small town. And so we've been giving her little extra challenges behind the scenes. And so Beth, this is a great, you put yourself out there that you needed something different. And Beth, look how it comes back to you. Kim, that's awesome.
Yay! I'm so excited. So Beth messaged me. So then we can get you added to the group, okay? Here. You guys, real fast. Hi. That's my little one.
You're so cute. You have a very fun mom. Yeah. What? Tell us a secret about your mom. Tell us something that nobody else would know.
Uh-oh. This could be scary.
I can't really think of one right now.
Is she a good cook?
Very good.
What's her favorite meal that she cooks for you?
Pork chops, green beans, and mashed potatoes.
Oh my gosh. So guess what? I get to meet you in September. I'm going to come over to Utah and I get to meet you. And so you need to tell your mom that she needs to make me pork chops and green beans and mashed potatoes.
You need to make it.
All right, we can do that.
Look, I did my hair green so that I could match your mom today.
He starts laughing.
Yeah.
So anyways, is there anything else that we need to talk about, or are we good? Oh, and Leela's coming too, Brent.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Kim, thank you for being my last minute come on Tech Talk. And I'm definitely bringing you on for each time I need, like a little backup plan, which I saw, I think it was a Wendy said that she would love to be my backup plan too. So you're fun,
Absolutely.
You're inspirational, you're real, you're approachable, you're cute. And I just love that you're you. And I'm glad that you made some changes to be able to be a better you. And
Right.
we all have to reevaluate ourselves every few years and say, am I being my best version? And I take like personality tests. I do everything to kind of get to know more of who I am so that I can project myself out there. And I always go back to faith. I just have to just remember that I'm here for a purpose and I'm here for a reason. And what is that? What am I going to do to be able to get the next level? So thank you again for coming on Tech Talk and being
You're
so
welcome.
fun. So very fun.
You guys, anything you need, message me. Like, I'm always open and I'm always willing to help. So you guys message us. Like, us admin team here are here to help you. We aren't here to hinder you. We want you guys to succeed in everything that you're trying to do. So please feel free to message any of us.
Yes. And I made a post the other day that talked about what we specialize in because we all specialize in something different. Some, like with you, it's hard gel. With me, it's acrylic or the genre technique. We all do gel polish nail art or some gel paint nail art. Sometimes like Karen and oh my gosh, Sammy and Jessica are very good about the social media side, how to get your YouTube channels up, how to get your websites up, how to get your Facebook pages going. So use us because that's why we're here. We want to help you. And that stuff doesn't cost anything. We have our workshops on the side, but everything that we do in our group is free. You just have to get yourself out there and participate. Yeah.
Right.
So as with any tech talk, we will go through the comments and we will, share the answers and we'll review this. And if you're watching this on replay, still participate like you're a part of this and have fun. And because we'll still get to see those comments as well.
Yay!
So, I know it hasn't been advertised yet because my guest on Valentine's Day, I've been saying it's Phoenix Van Dyke, and I'm super excited to bring on Phoenix. She has been so busy, we haven't gotten a bio from her yet. So today I'm just going to post the event with her picture and just say enough said. She just got the cruise with the stars, and I had so much to share with us. So on Wednesday, Valentine's Day is Phoenix Van Dyke. You'll find the time when I post her event here in a second. So come join us for that. And then I have Greg Thalo coming on. If you guys missed Tech Talk a few days ago with Max Estrada, it was kind of fun because for the first time we had him one-on-one face-to-face. He wasn't working on a client. He was traveling in a vehicle, so we got cut off, but still, it was so much fun. So if there's anybody you want to see on TikTok, message me and tell me, I want to see this person, and I'll reach out and see if they'll be willing to come on and share their nerdy nail knowledge with us.
Hi, Darlene. Yes, absolutely. And you guys, Phoenix is amazing, so don't miss it. She is amazing.
I have a deer. Every time I turn my camera around, the deer's always right out of, but there's a deer at my door. I just walked past, and there's usually 5. So
Your front door sounds like my front door, so.
I love it. We live at the base of the Bighorn Mountains, and whether there's bears and deer and mountain lions, but I like that I only see the deer.
Oh my gosh. Did you just see that Julia's comments were marked as spam?
Oh my God. Because she did it so many times.
Oh no.
Oh, well, I hope it doesn't lock her out. What happens when it's marked as spam?
I hope not. Maybe it'll just shut her down for a couple days of commenting.
Really? So we're going to have to. So let us know what happens so that we know if we should not do that anymore in our giveaways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please do.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I'm going to let you guys go and get back to your great Sunday afternoon. I hope everyone is well. For all of you that have had procedures recently, like Miss Anita and, Susan, I hope you guys are healing. All of you that have that flu, I hope that you can get over that because it looks like spring's coming, at least in our area, and that flu bug seems to go away. So be your best you. And Kim, thank you. And thank you.
You're welcome.
So much. I adore you.
Oh, you are welcome. Anytime. I love ya.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.